Stop. The average American at age 45 has $313,220 invested. That number is printed by every financial media outlet. Here is the thing. That number describes almost nobody watching this video. The median. The number that describes the actual middle of the actual distribution. $115,000. And if you are in the 45 to 54 bracket, and you feel behind, there is a very specific reason. You are not behind the average. You are behind the plan. And nobody has actually shown you what the plan requires. Today, I am going to show you that. I am also going to show you one piece of math that changes the entire retirement conversation for people in their 40s. Because it has nothing to do with how much you have saved. It has everything to do with how many more years you will actually be allowed to save. Stick with me for 10 minutes. The group photo, the mirror, and the door. Here is the metaphor for this video. The group photo is the average. The mirror is the median. The door is the Fidelity benchmark. The group photo. Average retirement savings for ages 45 to 54. $313,220. It includes celebrities. The mirror. The median. $115,000. That describes the real middle. About 62% of households in this age group have any retirement savings at all. 38% have zero. When you read median is $115,000. That does not mean most 45-year-olds have $115,000. It means among those who have savings, the middle is $115,000. The broader population looks worse. The door. The Fidelity benchmark. 3 times your salary by age 40. 6 times by age 50. 10 times by age 67. At age 45, between 3 and 6. You should be at roughly 4 to 4.5 times your salary. With median salary of $71,600. The target is roughly $300,000. The actual median person in this age group. $115,000. The gap. $185,000. Not a small rounding error. Not a couple months behind. $185,000 of compounding growth. That is not happening. Everyone at age 45 works with an assumption. I have roughly 20 more years to save. The data says that for a majority of Americans. That assumption is incorrect. The main reasons people retire: health problems, layoffs, caregiving responsibilities, together account for roughly 59% of retirements. Fewer than half of Americans actually retire on their own schedule. More than half of all workers aged 50 and older lost their long-held jobs because they were laid off or otherwise forced to leave involuntarily. 28% of stable, long-time employees sustain at least one damaging layoff between age 50 and leaving work for retirement. Not unlucky people. Long-term, full-time employees. And still more than 1 in 4 got laid off during their 50s. The impact continues into retirement. Median income in households that experience an involuntary job loss is 14% lower than for those who did not. Even though the two groups had nearly identical earning levels before the layoff. You plan to work until 67. Contribute aggressively. Reach a comfortable number. That is a perfectly reasonable plan. It is also the plan that 59% of workers never get to execute. A person with $250,000 in a well-structured mix of accounts, with a year of liquid reserves and minimal high-interest debt, is in a better position than a person with $350,000 locked in a single 401k with a big mortgage payment and no buffer. The total is one signal. Structure is the real signal. Here is the structural audit. For questions: 1. Do you have at least 1 year of living expenses in liquid, accessible savings, separate from your retirement accounts? 2. Do you have high-interest debt eating your contribution capacity? 3. Are you capturing your full employer match? An employer match is an immediate 100% return. Turning down a match to pay down a 5% mortgage is a bad trade. 4. Are you paying advisory fees above 0.5%? Eliminating a 1% advisor fee could save you over $1 million over 3 decades on a reasonably large portfolio. Gen Xers are the least financially prepared generation for retirement by nearly every measure. This generation entered the workforce when pensions were disappearing, navigated the dot-com crash in their late 20s, the 2008 financial crisis in their late 30s, and now sits at age 45 to 60, watching their retirement window close, while supporting 2 generations simultaneously. 1 in 4 Americans now fit the sandwich generation profile. 70% report that caring for both children and parents has significantly affected their retirement plans. 59% say they have reduced or stopped contributing to their retirement savings accounts because of these responsibilities. Stopped contributing during the exact years where the remaining compounding runway is most valuable. Here is what a 2 to 3 year contribution pause in your mid-40s costs. The $200,000 ghost. That is roughly what a 3-year contribution pause costs in eventual compounding value, depending on your trajectory, not the contributions themselves. The growth those contributions would have generated. That money does not exist. It is invisible. Meet Marcus. Marcus is 45. He has worked as a project manager for 18 years. He makes $73,000 per year. He has a 401k with his employer. He has been contributing 6%, just enough for the full match, for 12 years. He had job gaps in his early 30s. Lost about 2 years of contributions. He also has a Roth IRA. He opened in 2014, but has only intermittently funded it. Combined accounts, approximately $160,000. That puts him above the median for his age group, but below the Fidelity benchmark. For 4 times his salary, $292,000. Here is his actual problem. His current trajectory, 6% contributions, 7% return, has him reaching approximately $560,000 by age 67. The magic number Americans say they need for a comfortable retirement. 1 point for $6 million. That is about 38 cents on the dollar. If Marcus raises his contribution from 6% to 12%, and redirects his next 3 raises into that account, before touching lifestyle spending, he arrives at approximately $800,000 by age 67. Instead of $560,000, $240,000. In compounding difference from a behavioral decision he makes this year. He does not need to pick better stocks. He does not need a more sophisticated portfolio. He needs to change one number and not change it back. Level 1. The triage number. Are you honest with yourself? Do you have more or less than 4 times your current individual salary? If your salary is $71,600, Thetriagilini is $286 for 100. If you are below, that is the starting point, not a source of shame. A number to work with. Level 2. The structural audit. Composition, not total. Do you have at least 1 year of living expenses in liquid savings? Do you have high interest debt? Are you capturing your full employer match? Are you paying fees above 0.5%? Eliminating a 1% fee could save you over $1 million. Over 3 decades. Level 3. Contribution velocity. What is your current annual contribution rate? And what does the math say about where you arrive? The consistent 15-year savers at Fidelity ended with $617,600. Not because they picked better stocks, because they stayed in through turbulence, did not raid the account, kept increasing contributions. When income increased, lazy investing built more fortune than crypto memes. The people who outperformed over the last 30 years were mostly not the traders, not the market timers, not the people on Reddit at 2 a.m. They were the people who picked a low-cost index fund, automated their contributions, ignored the noise, and did something else with their lives. The boring system beats the exciting one. Not sometimes. Consistently. Here is what you will do right now. 1. Hit subscribe, because the algorithm will not show you the next video if you do not. 2. Calculate your triage number for times your individual salary. If you are below, model what raising your contributions looks like. 3. Send this video to one person who says, I am behind the average. Tell them, the average is a group photo. Look in the mirror. The numbers are uncomfortable, but they are workable if you use them as inputs, not as a scoreboard. See you in the next video.